That's that one you need, right?
What?
You need that one?
Yeah, that's the size that we need for sure. So we've been garage daying all day. Didn't videotape earlier because we were dicking around with Ed's car trying to get the harness wired up. We got about halfway through and then we started drinking. So. Fucking Jamal.
Good in this motherfucker.
All right, so what we're trying to do right now, sorry to blind you, is
We're doing shots of what?
we're not doing any shots yet.
Yeah.
So we're gonna replace the traction arm on the SS. Traction arm. So let's see what we got here. That's still too big, Edward. What size was this?
3/4.
All right, let's go a size lower. Pain in the ass. Not sure if hold-in went metric or standard here. I'm assuming standard, so we're trying around.
11/16 is the next
11/16, all right.
It's quite the difference in size, though.
That is, wait. That is like a glove.
Oh, perfect. There's your half inch.
But it's quite too much of the glove. Let's see.
Just remember to take it off before you take the.
Yeah, I mean that's the right size. So.
Toy like a toy gun.
Oh, I'm not strong enough for this. Oh, Jesus Christ.
The big guns in here?
I think we need the impact. But I don't know if we're going to be able to get in here with the impact because this angle is not conducive to the impact.
No, but you do have a breaker bar somewhere.
Yeah, it's on the welding bench.
Conduce this dick.
Sorry, what?
Stupid ass.
It's really good for anal.
All right, so we were going to do the, what is this, the toe arm, but I just don't have the energy. So, because we want to, this requires alignment because it's fully adjustable. This is not. I bought the BMR non-adjustable one, so it should be a direct replacement. So it'll be really easy. And I have the King Springs for over here. So we are going to do this today and then another date when we have more time because it is dark and it's been raining all day. I'm on the ground. It's been very wet, windy, cold. So we decided to drink and eat all day. Over here, we're going to get this guy off. Swap this out both sides and then hopefully we can get a nice track day in. Next Friday should be Midnight Mayhem here in Vegas and we should be able to see if these do a difference on the speedway to reduce that wheel hop because these suck. So we'll see what happens. So I'm going to try to get these off. Start here with 11/16, pop this guy off, then this guy over here. Let me see if I can get this off real quick. This is also 11/16. Sorry, really close view here. And this is also 11/16. So we're gonna get this guy off first. I'm pretty sure this nut is welded onto the body, so that should be pretty easy. Everyone's talking like a bunch of assholes because we're all drunk. And we're gonna go from there. So this is off, and that side off over there, and then we're gonna swap it out to BMR, and hopefully we'll be able to wrap this up soon. All right, so that was a total pain in the ass. The toe arm had to come out in order to do the traction arm. So the traction arm's in. All BMR, everything, super nice stuff. It's dark out, so hard to see, but this outer bolt has to come off the factory one. That releases this, so you can get this guy out on the bottom, so you can flex the rotor out. Then you have to do the opposite. So inner needs to go in first. This stays loose. Inner needs to go in, or I'm sorry, outer needs to go in first. We did the inner first, and that fucked everything up. So outer goes in first. Then you leave this loose. You have to apply force here. That sets that up to be screwed in. 85 foot-pounds, 85 foot-pounds. Then you can screw this guy back in, 85 foot-pounds. That guy over there, 85 foot-pounds. Tried to get the toe arm to be the same length as the factory one. Probably still gonna need an alignment, of course, but I still wanna do my lowering springs before I go for alignment, so that'll probably be after next weekend. Hopefully when the wheels go back on, they don't look all crazy eyes, and we can still get to the track next Friday. That's got eccentric bolts on it, so that definitely can adjust the alignment, but now the alignment mostly will come from here. This is a really nice piece. Zip tie this guy back on. I believe this is the ABS sensor, speed sensor. Everything else is bolted up, tightened. So we're gonna move on to the other side. Hopefully that goes much more smooth, and we'll get the car back on the ground. Woo! Goddamn. Gotta hydrate. So that was probably some of the most ridiculous suspension pieces I've ever installed in my entire life. Had to drop the subframe, you heard correctly, the subframe has to get dropped about 2 inches. So you loosen all 4 subframe bolts and you support the car from the pinch welds, and you put a jack on the diff and you lower the subframe until it rests on the bolts that are just like finger tight. And that gives you enough room to get out the bolt for this stupid guy. Once that is out, then you get to do all that stuff. I know the light's very bright, sorry. I'll try to get a different angle. So that's the BMR tow arm, and below is the traction arm. That guy goes in, and then you can bolt the subframe up. If you look, and if you know anything about 5th gen Camaros or the Chevy SS, I actually turn the eccentric bolts around because I'm never going to do that again. It makes more sense to have the adjustable side on the outside and the nut on the inside because science. And, well, it's been a long day. Both sides are done, subframe's bolted back up. I just got to torque the subframe. Everything else is torqued, 85 foot-pounds. Subframe, I got to look up, use the Google, figure out how much I need to torque those down, and then I'm gonna put the wheels back on. My alignment is totally out of whack. I can already tell, like, toe. I don't know if you can see, like, without the wheels on, that one doesn't look too bad. This one, you know what, maybe it's not too bad. So I did push the eccentric bolt all the way out because this one did suck in quite a bit in the front, so it looked like the toe was gonna be way out. I do need an alignment, but I wanna put these babies on. So before I get an alignment, these gotta go on. I really wanted to go to the Speedway next Friday, but I'm not gonna pay for an alignment to go to the Speedway for one day. It's not gonna happen. So maybe I'll skip Midnight Mayhem this weekend and I'll wait until March. And hopefully by that time I'll have my springs on and I can get an alignment, get the mag ride 0 point calibrated, and my radio updated. And there was another thing. Alignment, 0 point radio. I'd probably just do all that at Chevy. I have a friend at Findlay, so that's one of the big Chevy dealerships in Vegas. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all that taken care of. Those guys need to go back on now. I need to torque the subframe. Big pain in the ass. Can't wait to get an exhaust on this thing. It is so quiet to me. Like my last car, my Infiniti idled at like 110 decibels. So this is like severely quiet to me. And we gotta fix that because quiet cars are lame. I do like the bimodal muffler, so I'm gonna keep those so I can keep the touring mode, sport mode, performance mode, blah, 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 blah. Can, you know, play with that to be more sleepy. But headers and X-pipe, bimodal mufflers, it'll still be loud in touring mode, but it won't be as loud as sport mode. But I need some noise. So that's coming up next. Definitely gonna do the King Spring soon. And I reorganized the garage. I got this new Husky tool cart. Obviously, I'm not gonna keep a chop saw and a hookah on it forever. But right now the garage is, to me, it's a disaster. I had a couple new friends over today and they were like, bro, this is a very clean garage. But clean, yes. Organized, I could move some stuff around. So we're gonna get there. But thanks for tuning in. More stuff for here. Hopefully this gets running sometime. We spoke to some people in town, might be going to a shop because wiring, just, ugh, I hate it. And that's Ed's problem, not mine. So stay tuned. More stuff for the schnoz coming up soon.